afternoon, dear ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to talk about research prospect for powder coatings, which was made in National University of Life and Environmental Sciences of Ukraine at the Department of Technology and Decision of Wood Products by Alena Shoroboryak, Olga Kravchenko, Valentin Svidersky, Olena Pincheska, Denis Zavialov, and me, Olga Baranova. Powder wood finishing is the application of solid dispersion compositions on the product. To get a strong and attractive surface using powder coatings, high temperature is required, which is not all materials can withstand, more often facing metal products. At high temperature, powder is melted and turned into a protective and decorative coating, which have good protective properties. The big advantage of powder wood finishing is the possibility of creating products that are environmentally friendly, economically valuable, bright, and protected from various types of deformation. The most significant advantage is that powder coatings doesn't contain solvents, also high polymerization rate, reducing manufacturing area, reducing labor cost, and reducing fire hazard due to lack of solvents. Powder coating is an environmentally friendly technology without solvents, heavy metals, and highly aggressive pollutions. Automatic powder coatings, chambers, and equipment for the cleaning and reusing powder can achieve almost 100% paint use. No additional operations are required after the completion of the painting process, so the powder coating technology is not only environmentally friendly but also cost-effective. The result of the research according to ISO 4624 powder coating adhesion study is the minimum release stretching stress if the application leads to a weak surface or weak spot in the prototype. Mixed detachment, adhesion, and cohesion can be detected during the test. The powder coating showed very good adhesion to the substrate as evidenced by the satisfaction in the substrate or in the layer between the adhesive and the measuring stem. Based on experimental studies, the mechanical and protective properties of the coating depend on the adhesion percentage. We can observe that no mechanical deformation of the powder coating has occurred, which indicates the high operation and protective properties of the coating. The component feature of the finished furniture surface affects the quality of their use in the impact resistance. It was decided to conduct a study in accordance to ISO 4211. Samples after the study were rated on the rating scale. Two different coatings were used for the study. The first has matte surface and the second has a glossy one. Based on these studies, we can observe that the higher the number of impact, the larger the change in the external surface. But in generalization, there are such conclusions that there are several minor cracks on the surface. These cracks do not create a full circle. There are gaps. In some samples observed one or two dents. Development and interest in the introduction of powder coating in woodworking production is the result of many factors. First of all, ecological. It is the lack of solvents, improved sanitary and hygienic working conditions, and then economic. The economic factor includes a large percentage of dry residue on obtaining a coating which lies within 95–98%, and traditional finishing paints range within 25–60%. Possibility of single layer application and increase of labor productivity, insignificant losses of painting, and possibility of powder material recirculation.